I hope it's not stuck in
How
French.
can something as beautiful as this be dying? A plague is ruining the land, but the tree of life still stands. Question is, for how long? End is coming to the new world. The tribes stand divided, in need of someone strong enough to unite them, or bring them all down. This is a story with an unusual beginning. So, let's expect an unusual end.
Spit. Alright, Biomutant, I feel like was supposed to be an Xbox exclusive, but it's on the PlayStation 4, so we're gonna play it. I'm gonna enjoy it, and we're gonna see what this is about. I don't even know what that is, so I'm gonna just turn it back to what on enemy indicators. Cover effect on light point, linear, compass, naval. No, I don't want those to be. As I feel, auto adjust player on. I'll see how that goes. Video. This amount mapping forward. Jump, dodge, run. Triangle. Says up. Switch weapons. Change weapons. Transport. Hold L2. No. We always gotta do the hardest difficulty. Well, I always do. It's my thing, man.
Encode your DNA.
Choose breed. Primal is a nimble developed anthropomorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making them nimble and dexterous at the cost of lesser developed intellect. Intellect 28, power, key energy, energy regen, strength, melee damage, health and armor, move speed, charisma, luck, and then I guess that's fire, ice, whatever that is, earth, poison, and of course I'm gonna pick the one that fits me. Dumbdon. Dumbdon is the leaf developed anamorphic breed, a hybrid offshoot that compensates the lack of mental prowess with physical strength. Rex. Rex is an extraordinary developed anthropomorphic breed. A hybrid outcast with an even DNA string, making it apt for both physical and mental challenges. So it's got a balance then. Health, key energy, energy regen, speed, charisma, luck. Hyla is a regenerative developed anamorphic breed, a hybrid with a gene mutation making it extremely tough and resilient. That sounds like my kind of breed. FIP. FIP breed is renowned for its highly evolved mind. Its gene is directly interlinked to the power of Ki, which amplifies its psionic output. Ooh. And that sounds like telekinesis. I F's with that. Murgle is a definition of the idealized breed. Its revolutionary lineage has gone in a direction where form and appearance has dominated over function. Sorry, but I'm gonna have to go with the Hyla. Define your character's starting attributes to see more detailed explanations of what effect each attribute has.
Define your genetic structure.
That's balanced. That's charisma. Intellect. Agility. This is like charisma and intellect. Vitality. Yeah, I kind of do want a well-balanced character. I just like how vicious it looks right here. So I'm gonna just keep it like this.
Choose a genetic resilience.
Okay, so radioactivity, heat, biohazard, and cold. What's that last one? Let me just keep it even.
Choose your first style.
Like that one. I don't want its fair to be white. You know what? I don't care. Let me just choose what I like. Fuck it. I'm not gonna add the gender race thing in this. I kind of like this one.
Pick your main color.
Main color. Yellow, green. So my main color is gonna be red somewhat. I can make them have black fur. Oh, yes.
Choose your detail color.
Ah, hell yeah.
Pick a class.
Deadeye is a tricky, skillful rogue who's chosen a life outside the law and society values.
Commando.
Commando is trained as an operative in an elite special operations force. Commandos are used to working in smaller teams.
Deadeye. Commando.
Fury. Range weapon attacks inflicts 10% more damage to the target. Range weapons are reloaded instantly and your next magazine is granted plus 20%.
Command Psy-Freak.
Not really feeling this one. Shoot a spark ball, press down. The input you have bound the ability to, it will make you throw the ball in the direction you are facing, inflicting damage to the enemy you hit.
Saboteur.
Dodge energy cost is reduced by melee dual wield skill. Equip 2 different one-handed melee weapons to dual wield them.
Sentinel.
Toughness. Base armor is increased by 10. Yeah, I'm gonna go with
Command Deadeye. Sentinel. Saboteur.
As a cunning skilled explorer trained to operate covertly in both suburbs and wilderness. I do like dual wielding.
Sentinel. Psy-Freak. Commando. Deadeye.
Yeah, I'ma just keep Deadeye. Yeah, like this.
Deadeye chosen. That'll work. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun.
He looks badass, dude. Okay.
We're already at a crossroads. Choosing a path in life is that fork in the road where you make a choice or simply stop living. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice. A reflection of your key, the primal energy that flows through everything.
Strength and power. Freedom and loyalty. Color me light blue for freedom and loyalty.
Let me introduce myself. I'm the light and bright side of you, or your inner voice to be precise. An echo of balance and consequence of your actions as you move forward.
Get it, I'm brave. I'm not sure light is for me.
That's right. Light is only for those having difficulty seeing what's in front of them. Sticking to the me first path is the only way we'll be going places.
I'm surprised at the change of heart. I believe in putting yourself aside to help others, but helping the dark side is not that, you know.
You can't fight who you really are. The blood is obviously running red in our veins.
You're trying to keep us in the dark here, but you know it's blue blood in our veins and what it means. We have responsibilities. You can't fight the truth.
Or somewhat light.
Right is always right. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family? Or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger.
Flight.
Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story.
Okay, that could have been a little better. Still interesting. Alright, nah, go ahead. Do your thing, Critter. I ain't trying to stop you. Peace.
This time, it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. Itchy trigger finger. Shot through. The deep cut.
This is interesting. I don't think I'm liking this all like that though. I like the customization though. Electric damage, 28, armor piercing, accuracy, range, reload, speed. New objective, slug, parry. Remember to parry the enemy's attacks. When the enemy attacks, use clean belts to press
The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. It's becoming terminal. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death. But some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. Dead.
Language can often be loaded for alien items. Find the highlighted and press triangle. Learn to use your alien items with your own intelligence. Will I die if I go in there? Now I'm covered in sludge. It has skull signs up, so. Yeah, well, okay. I would like to know why I'm getting my ass whooped, woman. I guess. Do you really want me to answer that? Your piece.
Boom, boom.
God damn it, I blew myself.
Swoo. Nice shot.
Yeah, I did. I know you ain't talking about nasty, all that shit you talk. Energy packs, man. You know all the little dirty stuff you be talking about, singing goddamn in the back of my throat songs and shit. I don't want to hear it. You already know. You already know that Cardi B song, whoever is by. Yeah. Yeah, I think this is. It would be like that. Why are you not? I said, why are you not? Yeah. I kind of figured you got some because I just had a feeling that you did. Well, continue. Keep getting that ass, woman. Why else would you get ass or not? Do you want to not get ass? Alright, fine, don't get ass then. That's on you. Shit. Yeah. She's probably fucking her husband right now and taking care of kids. Look, man, it's not my fault. Y'all marital business and I know what's going down. I used to be married myself. You know how it is. Shit, you got kids, you got somebody there, you want to fuck them, you fuck them. If I'm fucked up for saying that, then oh well, shit. What's up? It doesn't even matter if I'm intoxicated, that's real, shit. That's a fucked up. The whole point of being married to a significant other is to own that person. And that person is yours to do whatever the fuck you want with.
I mean, I would say that it's the ownership is more of like a partnership and everything.
Nah,
Nobody owns nobody.
I own you. If I say drop them drawers, you better, or you can hit the door. Hey, I am not talking about you. You can be married to somebody else, so I mean that's all for y'all to work out. Like shit, you married to me. I want it. I want it. You not giving it up? You know, not giving it up is grounds for divorce, right? It's grounds for divorce. Look it up. Yep, if you can go, you could be like 3 months, 2 months. It has to be for a certain duration, but not giving it up is grounds for divorce.
That's fucked up.
That's not my opinion. That's legal fact. Oh well. Oh well. How come I work, but I at least got enough energy to get me some ass though? It's working out for the both of us. I'm just kidding. I'm just being. Wait, what? I don't care. You can be friends with the nigga. What? He's just supposed to be my friend only? Nigga probably don't even like me. I don't know. I'm just talking shit, but shit. But I'm just saying shit. Like you know, shit. Like you want to talk to niggas all day. Who the fuck want to talk to niggas all day? What? See, there you go. And other niggas might be funny, but niggas don't feel like talking to other niggas all day. We would like some other female conversation other than our wives, because y'all like female, y'all like the male females versions of the homies, you know? So, I mean, we can talk to y'all about shit that we can't really talk to our wives on, and when we need womanly advice that we can't really talk to our significant other about, We talk to y'all. The homies. Because they might take it the wrong way, or they might put their foot in their mouths and make it worse. So they might have to go to a woman to be like, hey, you know, what do you think I should do? Even though they probably shouldn't do that, because the woman might be playing on the. But I mean, it's a risk. They don't trust you like they would a homie or something. You know, if they only looking at you like a homie and they come to you with their problems or whatever, then you know. But I know how that shit go anyway. That's why you know I do me regardless. Like people got a problem with that. Well, it's called a door. You can leave. I do not have a gun to your head telling you to stay with me. Nor will I ever. Nor will I ever force it like that. Oh no, don't get that twisted. I'm me. I would have told you that even if I didn't get no ass. Alright, ain't nobody cheating on you, man. Alright. Alright, Chica, you be safe and enjoy your engagement and your children and your life. Did she? Yeah, she already hung up on me. No, I don't want to scrap it. That's like my only armor. Torso. Deadeye jacket, legs, just pants.
Good for protecting your
privates. What the fuck? Offhand. Twin silver grip along with full to dual wield. See, I like this game, but then again, the combat for me is not doing it. At least I get. Look at this little buff motherfucker. Hey, low key though, that's how I'm trying to look. Automaton. This automaton has accompanied you since you were a kidling. Its old world tech makes it potent communication device, but the Scraptronics also have advanced features, functions, flashlight, health injector, glider, turret, boost. Oh shit. You can fuck with its appearance too. Maybe I should just keep it though, but there are other games that I could trade it for. Not that I'm looking. That's where I'm at. There's so much stuff out here though. When you level up, you can increase an attribute of your choice by 10. Pick which attribute you want to increase from the list. Vitality, I get more armor and strength. I usually go for vitality, so I can get the armor and the strength. Makes me more durable, harder to kill. Agility. Charisma. Bartering. Luck. Don't rely on luck. Intellect. Power, key energy, and energy regen. But that's energy. It's not like it's health regeneration. I think I'm doing fine right now. I'm gonna get the armor.
Feels good.
During upgrades when leveling up, these can be used to acquire new special attacks and perks. Time to unlock your first special attack. Close combat. Two-handed slash. I can go unarmed? Oh, I can give niggas hands. Circle, square, X, square, 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 square. The special. Oh, this nigga did the Rock Lee Hidden Lotus. Look. Hidden Lotus, bow! Oh, that's cool! That's fucking cool, dog! Finish an unlock melee chain with a launching grab and power driver slam. This is a special attack hitting an enemy with it with fill up one super Wong Fu icon. But I have a two-handed sword. It's your two-handed melee chain with a strong vertical slash. But I was always better with a sword in my hand. I do want this move so bad. You know what? I think I'm gonna switch to these hands. You can use any type of melee weapon, but you need to learn and unlock special attacks for a weapon type in order to use it to activate the super Wong Fu state. I already have a sword. Can I like not equip the sword? got range combat. You can dual wield guns? Oh, fuck all that shit. Damn, man. I won't be able to unlock that until later. But do I like this game that much to keep it? Is Nissan and shoot in the direction of input. Circle, square, R2. And that's with the guns. Do I have to pick one? Okay, if I'm gonna pick one, I'm gonna just go unarmed with it right quick. Just before an enemy attack, when you see the white light moves, yeah, they attack the enemy to stun the enemy. Increase with 10% at 1 point. Somewhat like aura means the being the best one and be your willingness to help those. Somewhat like aura means being the best one can be. Being the best. Two halves that complete a wholeness flows through all things and change as you make choices in dialogue and interact with captives and civilians throughout the game, meaning you'll gradually become stronger in your conviction. These choices and interactions can award you with save points. You can use to unlock powers that psionic totem, and powers can only be unlocked if your aura is dark and some of it light. Child aura, you have a separate score as a child, and the choices you make in those dialogues will affect how characters remember you as a child. special effects. Possible special. In the lower corner of the screen, pressing the indicated input while it is shown will trigger your special attack.
Handy.
So what's my damage now then?
Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight.
This shit is cool, I'm not even gonna lie.
That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy.
Claw bar.
Whoa! It's time to find a way out of this place. No, really, I mean it. morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Flying fists. Lethal weapons. That's a good find. Knuckle duck.
Okay. moth mouth.
Not your size, but it'll work. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right. But no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. Close encounter. Scragged another. Who could stand against that? Right in the face. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out what. He presents himself as out of
like
date.
this game.
He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up.
Let me look up something.
He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then, the night everything changed.
Biomutant is an imaginative, single-player action RPG set.
There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see it's true. The legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an outcast is old and sad. The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark, a facial scar to remember the past. How Lupa Lupin somehow left you alive after his raid on the old village. He must have had a purpose with that. The question is, what? There's no doubt you're the child. and that what Looper Lupin did to your village, your Moomer and Popsy, was the beginning of the end. He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the present, to find your way back, but he's grateful you have. It was after the attack that the Unity fell apart. Your Moomer's disciples divided and formed tribes as a reaction to the blight that had fallen upon the land. After the old village was destroyed and you disappeared, a struggle between the families erupted, and over time, the disciples turned against each other. Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have survived. He hopes you at least remember the tree.
This was back when I was just, I guess, a little thug, if you want to say that. Nigga looks mean and vicious as fuck, with a smile. Best before.
Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Moomer knows you are here. You're such a good child, so you probably did. Even the young forget. He understands why you came all the way out here, to see them, the potato people.
He looks like Fonzie.
The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life.
I know better than that.
You might be right. Like potatoes, they're packed with energy, an excellent source of ki. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and ruffle it. See if you can make one come out of hiding.
Are there any secrets around here? So I guess I can't swim that much. At some point in my life, the water became my home. What I love seeing at the pool when I used to go is looking at the rain underwater and how it would disturb nothing but the surface, but underneath it was so peaceful. And all you see is the tiny little droplets of the rain hitting the water. It's so cool, man.
You found one. You should be proud. They don't come out for everyone. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of life. The small tree you saw up there where you met will eventually grow into a tree of life and start giving back to nature. It'll be the heart of the land. You'll need to support the tree for a long time to come. The only way it'll grow tall is with the burst of ki released from the Nono as they become one with the tree. You'll need a net to catch the Nono, and he wants you to use his, but asks you to be gentle. The Nono are sensitive beings, an embodiment of ki, the primal energy. You handle that net like you've never done anything else. He's impressed. He's grateful for all the help he can get. There's lots of Nono out there that need to be guided to the roots of the Pensai tree.
need to be guided to the root. How does it need?
Oh, it'll need a continuous flux of ki over the 12 months to come, so
Damn.
countless, he'd say. One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall enough to sustain the world. But today, your focus is getting this one to become one with the tree. Now that you've seen the Nonno's connection with the tree with your own eyes, you have no reason to doubt. From this day on, he'll make nurturing the Pensai into a tree of life, a life goal, not only for our village's sake, but for all of us, everyone.
Wait, what?
One day, the land won't be as peaceful. Not even your Muma will be able to protect us. You can already see the effects from how reckless those before us acted, and unless something changes, we're doomed. The land won't survive the side effects of the old world's industrial advances. He says you'd better hurry back to the village before your Muma comes looking for you. You did good here today. No, she's got lots on her mind and needs rest after the raid last night on the Lupin camp with her disciples. Wonders if they let the Predator family live or not.
So these bastards hunt us.
He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's part of a trail you can follow. He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing the Tree of Life, but now he's afraid it might be in vain. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't long after that that the World Eaters arrived. The genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse that Toxinol Corporation inflicted on the land set the World Eater's DNA into overdrive. His friend Gizmo is working on a
Alright, I'm sold.
Let's
keep this.
Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route.
I mean,
Wiz
there are
is still
probably
repairing
better
his
games out
octopod
there.
to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of Date says his friends are gearing up to stop the World Eaters. There's one at the end of each route. The road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your support. His friends aren't strong enough to end this on their own. He wants you to understand that you'll all die if the tree isn't saved.
Puff?
He claims names have power, so he gave them these names to weaken them. For him, the Porky Puff is particularly personal. It was that carnivorous beast that took his leg.
Ah, I see.
Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environmental change and assault from the World Eaters.
See, I would have to go back to GameStop to see what other games they have out that I might want or want to exchange for this one. But I kind of don't want to take it back.
A signpost maps it out cartographically to
I'm
shout.
starting to like it. I wish I had more paint. watching.
Let's see.
I just marked my territory. The signposts are found near locations of interest all around the world. You unlock a signpost when interacting with. You can fast travel to a signpost you unlock by selecting it on the map. Open the map. Okay. So I'm there. And I guess we want to go to the dead zone. I don't know what quest we're on, if we can even call it a quest. Inventory. Dandy candy. Regeneration 200 seconds. That's not bad.
Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. The World Eaters have made their marks on our world over time. That's not the first nor the last village it'll leave in its wake. It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got
After
flooded.
a while, people aren't going to like me, and that's fine.
Look, a survivor.
Give a
Glad to see
fuck.
someone made it out alive.
Kill people. These things gotta go.
He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other enclaves, but never expected one to come all the way here. He worries there won't be... save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this place, but something tells him you've stayed true to your heart. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be judged, not by by your intentions. He's grateful for that. You still seem to have a spark of light in you.
Ah! That's a spark of light in you!
I like the light.
What's there to like about light? It hurts to look at.
Not as much as it hurts to look at you.
Always making this personal.
And you're always trying to pretend it's not.
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support of a tribe, and there are 2 nearby. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the greater good and have a code of honor. Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is... teetering on the brink of war. The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world, and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life.
Nah, fuck
But
that. siding
siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power to either Jagni's or Myriad's side.
Well, you just gotta go.
He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expects you to pay at least one of them a visit and play your part. Myriad is convinced that defeating the World Eaters is the only way the world can be saved, but they've been forced to focus on their rivalry with the Jagni tribe. Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you lose track of what you need to do. Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war and the situation with the World Eaters.
Creating and started quests as shown in the journal. Top menu above. You can change what quest you track by opening the journal tab and selecting another quest. Let's see what they're talking about right now. Myriad Tribe. Act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They want to unite the tribes and save the tree of life. The Lotus Tribe seeks to build a perfect order regardless of how many are hurt in the process. They want to subdue the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. I'm sorry, I can't let that happen. Lucky Tribe believe that solidarity is what is needed to keep the world in balance. Want to unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. Okay, I'm with that. Jagni. The Jagni tribe wants to become omnipresent and most importantly feared. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters destroy the Tree of Life. And after that, what happens? After that, what? What do you need MFers do? Like, don't care how many you hurt in the process. Those are innocent people's lives you were talking about. Then y'all want to be feared, so y'all can do what? Rule? Dark aura means a lack of commitment and a dedication to self-intent. Values liberty and strive to protect freedom. They want to separate the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. Well, I'd rather unite them. Separating them isn't gonna do anything but cause conflict. Pichu tribe supports natural evolution and the dogma that only the strong survive. They want to vanquish the tribes and let the World Eaters. Like, why would you do that? You're destroying your own way. So out of all of these, solidarity. So it's between the Kadi tribe and the Myriad. Act on the understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They want to unite the tribes, defeat the World Eaters, and save the Tree of Life. I believe that solidarity is what is needed to keep the world in balance. I'm either joining the Myrad or the Akati tribe, bro, because I feel like they're the only ones who got it right. But why? What good would destroying the tree of life bring? So I can use Blaze. I use Blink. Um. Let me get Blaze. Gunslinger. Wow.
Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be?
I choose the tunnel. I'm sorry, but the Jagni just don't agree with my views.
This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone.
Regardless of who was fighting, I chose my side. Maybe I didn't want no sides, but my views, my honor, bit like that.
That's the myriad tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know.
Got no choice.
Let's see. That's the Myriad Fort.
Damn.
It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. It says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. Wonders why the Sifu would want to see you, but he'll let you in and give it a try.
Fanen aginkanman. Geratna fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. The wall that separates them from the other side? The wasteland you came from? He guesses the time spent there just left a blank space in your memory, as empty and barren as the wasteland itself. He's convinced you've returned for a reason, and is glad you chose to come here. There's something about your spirit that sparks memories of you as a kidling. He can still sense you're kind-hearted. The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. He hasn't thought about your Muma for ages, even though she taught him a lot. He was one of the original Wang Fu disciples. Your Muma invented Wang Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons: the boomerang, the shuriken, the bow, the staff, the nunchuk, and the hook and chain. The Sifu says it's time to set the past aside, at least for now. Unrest is sweeping the land, and there are rivals in all directions. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. If you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. You understand that there's no harm in doing good to others. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the balance in their favor, and with you by their side, he's confident you can unite the other tribes. The one you should coerce first is the Jagni tribe. The Jagni tribe may believe that fear and hatred will lead them to domination. A vanquisition of the tribes and destruction of the Tree of Life won't be the restart they want. It's just an end to everything.
I'm sorry, I can't go down that path.
Their kin have run out of options and found themselves backed into a corner. Even those who desire peace have been forced to prepare for war. You need to take the struggle, or the enemy will bring it to you. When survival is threatened, there's no other option left but war. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle war. A war that bonds as much as it breaks. Tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival outposts and earn the right to wield the tribe weapon. Once you've dealt with the rivals' outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite their tribe with yours and let your kin share land again. You were all part of the same tribe once, but without your Muma there as a guide, the disciples turned on each other and formed their own tribes. Seeing you brings back his memories of the old village. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal is understanding of the greater good and establishing a code of honor. He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you still have it in you, the will to do good. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. Passing the old village on your way to the first rival outpost might help. Even though it's now a different place from a different time, it is a place that will make you remember.
I think I'm too into this game to take it back. I like the storyline so far. The gameplay isn't bad. I don't know, I just feel like the combat made you feel just a little bit more powerful, but I do have it on the hardest difficulty. I'm not sure if that has anything to do with it.
At least you got something for your trouble.
But I don't know.
Shine's happy that the Myriad can count on a
I'm
friend as bright as you.
I'm gonna go take it back tomorrow, and if I don't find anything on the shelves that I like or that I want, then I'm gonna just keep it because I do like this game.
Says goodbye to Heard you were a somber kid and is glad you crawled out of your shell to help. But hope isn't lost. Yet. We'll be around when you return. Tells you to look for Wiz. You really ought to meet that tinker-tonker. Has plenty...
Take health items any day. Now I get to walk around their temple. Couldn't before.
Up for grabs.
Take everything I can carry.
Says you'll get a special price and a wrap-up on the double. Says there's usually a line, but today's your lucky day.
Each vendor is specialized on a particular type of item: melee weapon parts, range weapon parts, gear parts, clothes, or mounts. Going to the vendors and browsing their stock can be a great way to find better parts for your gear. If you're missing a specific part to craft a weapon, you can always check the nearest vendor. You can purchase items from vendors provided you have enough green currency in the form of a leaf. The price of an item is listed to the right of the item list. Green is gathered from specific bushes or through selling items. You'll be able to sell items to a vendor by going to the sell tab of the menu, and you don't have to worry too much about this yet, though. You'll find items in green as you explore the world. Alright, so this is how you upgrade your weapons. That's cool. No, I don't want to go to sell. Range, parts, grips, muzzles. Ah, so okay, so this is just used to upgrade the weapon you have. Okay, I can dig that. I would use guns.
The gatekeeper welcomes you back to the fort. Understands you have things to do. Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurled. injured. That feels better. Got it. Pow! Slash and dash.
It's just the combat for me is just not doing it. It's lackluster. It doesn't have that satisfying finish, and I have it on hard mode. They don't, I guess, I don't know how you want to put it, but they don't put that twang on the combat, or because that boss fight, it was kind of anticlimactic. It's cartoonish in that aspect. I love the graphics, I love the storyline so far, whatever, the fact that you're able to make choices and everything like that, but the combat makes it kind of boring. Or maybe it's just me.
Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer.
But I really do.
Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He asks how you are today. Then he wants you to know that if you find yourself going through bad times, You should just keep going. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique.
Swimming?
He understands Wang Fu is hard. That's why your Muma only has 6 disciples. Doing just one thing helps you get more done in less time. He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. Why not? There's no better time to do what needs to be done than right now.
Straight up.
He says that wasn't too bad, was it? Way to go. Don't let the sound of the waves drown out your spirit. But you need practice. Lots of practice. Great things usually happen to those who never stop trying. He hopes you'll be one of them. You just need more time in the surf. That's the only way you'll ever learn how to swim. You can never try too hard. Judging by your Muma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication to training is important. You can't rely solely on the fact that Wang Fu is in your blood. You should know, practice makes perfect. As long as it doesn't kill you, it'll only make you stronger.
Damn straight.
She'll see you at the village soon. She'll be waiting for you. There will be a surprise for you at the end, too. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. Asks how you're feeling today. His only interest when creating is that what he comes up with is actually useful. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's working on. He's happy to hear that from someone that's a part of the coming generation. You owe it to yourself to protect the environment. You should look for things that are recyclable. It shouldn't take you too long to find some. wonders what usefulness you found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left lying around on the ground. He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. That's the spirit. You can't make a difference unless you get your hands dirty. He'd love to teach you to upcycle, and the scrap you found would be a good start.
Start crafting your weapon. First select the base. This is fine, just kind of weapon. Craft there are 3. Melee weapons. Not a bad blade.
You did well, but you can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those able to deliver a sharp remark. He understands, but hopes you won't be needing it anytime soon. You're not in this world to live up to his expectations, but he hopes you're never going to have to use that weapon of yours.
Yeah, me neither, man.
He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this. It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. She wants to see you on the village square right away. Then you've got a good excuse. You share a responsibility to prevent hardship on nature and the environment. It's your future. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to find yourself before she's gone. That's all she's ever asked of you, that you'll try and give it your best. You can't do more than that. You've always followed your own path, but this time she needs you to follow her. She worries about you. Sometimes you get lost in your own world, where the only thing that matters is you. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going. He says that it's not too late for you to turn back, though. There's no way they'll let you pass. He wants to know who you think you are. You'll have to face pain at some point. He offers to help you get it over with. She asks if you're hurt. What happened? If confidence is silent and insecurity is loud, she thinks you're absolutely right. The most important thing is that you're okay. It's time to focus on your training now. You won't need excuses if you are strong in your conviction.
I beat their ass. What kind of shit is that? Motherfucker took my sword, bitch.
Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. Seeing you always puts a smile on your Popsy's face. He wants to know how you're feeling. Training with Muma will make you feel better. It always does. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He wishes that was true for your Muma too, but guiding the village into the future and teaching Wang Fu to her disciples seems more important for every day. He suggests you get going and find him gadgets and ideas for how you can upcycle some old fabrics. He's curious to see what you've found. He says whatever it is, it shouldn't be left forgotten at the bottom of a pile of recyclables. He can work wonders with pretty much anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. Says at least dirty hands are proof that you tried, and that counts. That you failed this time doesn't mean you can't succeed the next. He says it's about time you learned how, and offers to teach you, starting with the scrap you found. The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks sharp on you. Agrees. At least that way it'll never go out of style. You should take it with you. Wear it to practice. He's sure your Muma will forgive you for not wearing the traditional outfit. He's looking forward to seeing what you'll make next. It seems you have a talent for this.
Can't see.
Your Muma says it's about time you got here. Says being on time would be better yet. She says she is eager to get started. You don't have much time left before the sun goes down. But there's enough time left for repetition, and you need it. Training dummies don't hit back. You might not be ready to take on someone with smarts yet. Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. Thanks you for being such a good student. Been working on a present for you, with the help of Gizmo and Wiz. You should go see him and find out what it is. You've deserved it. Reminds you that the best way to get someone to do things is for you to thank them. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green as this little thing. It's wonderful. Figuring that out is half the fun. A piece of Scraptronics like this has built-in old-world tech that makes it a potent communication device. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. It'll follow wherever you go and see whatever you see. You're lucky to have such a fine helper with you. Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a long day. Says a good rest makes you ready for tomorrow. Rest and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Nothing could stop Lupin from setting the world on fire. Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it. Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight Lupa Lupin. This time there's no escape. She can hear him coming. Lupa Lupin is a problem older than you. Whatever happens, you need to know she loves you. And everything she's done has been to protect you, your Popsy, and those she was chosen to lead. She tells you to stay back. This is her fight. It has nothing to do with you. History has finally caught up with her. She loves how brave you are, but she can't be worrying about you while she fights. This is her fight. Here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. You're grown wiser. tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose.
No. Go to sleep.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. Cutting edge. Bullets everywhere. You're low on health. Hack and slash.
Dang it, man.
They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulks on the loose. Not dead yet. Chop it up. You gave them no choice but to take it down, even though they'd planned to take the Fluff Hulk out to the far Fnacky Leaves and let it go. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened their ranks and were looking forward to meeting you. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercadorpus outpost and are waiting for you there. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. The Myriad tribe is prepared to fight to the death for souls that will be forever lost if not saved. Better not keep the Crusaders waiting. Let's see.
day. May the good Lord protect you all, even under the dark banner. In Jesus' name I pray, amen.
Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. The apocalypse they caused was the end of days for their world. But for us, it was simply a beginning. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a punch to survive. Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist.
How powerful tool that he used to punch through walls. It can be even used as a weapon. It can be equipped from the gear menu. You found a new weapon. Attack speed goes down.
You've been working out.